your biggest opportunity with Casey Kane Racing in that number 9 car. Just uh, going back to the Outlaws, what were you feeling at that time? Were you more apprehensive, knowing that it was kind of your, I guess, second chance per se, or what was kind of the feeling overall?
I was excited about it. I was nervous. There was a lot of, I felt as ready as I ever had been. I felt more determined to prove myself. Um, but with all that being said, I was getting in, pretty arguably, other than Donnie Schatz and Ricky Warner, the best team and best car in the country. So I also knew the pressure that came along with that was after being off the road for 4 years, if I get in this car and we don't perform and this doesn't work out, it's probably the end of my career. I mean, at that point, I don't think if success to me in that car was just not an option. Like, I mean, as far as it was, or failure was not an option. Because I knew that if I failed, I knew that my chances or what I was going to be looking at moving forward, if I was going to continue making a living racing a sprint car, was going to be more local in Pennsylvania or whatever. And that was something that I, really wasn't willing to just settle for. So, I was excited about it, but at the same token, I felt like at that point in my career, it was, time to, put up or shut up. And it was time to, either prove myself that I belonged or that I didn't. And so, I feel like Cale Kane had a little bit of that same mentality. And so it was just a really good blend between both of us, having a decent sized chip on our shoulder of something to prove. And, and our personalities just mixed really well, and we pretty much hit it off right from the beginning. And still to this day, I'd I'd choose to work with him over anybody else in the industry, and have, definitely valued that time, and driving the 9 car with Cale King working on it is far the pinnacle or the highlights of my career.
And sure enough, you guys did put up or shut up. You won the championship that first year out. Just for you guys to come in and beat a Donnie Schatz, who's obviously in the prime of his career at that point, fresh off of running a PA. Just how gratifying was that for you? And just knowing that you can, like, I guess, what was that point for you when you guys kind of figured out, okay, we got something here that we can work with and go and potentially chase a championship?
I think as a team, we knew it pretty early on. I think we knew it pretty well right away. I just think it took a lot of other people a lot longer for us to convince that, we could continue um, that, streak and what we had going on just night in and night out. And so there was a lot of factors that really played into that. Me and Kale getting teamed up together with definitely something that we felt like we needed to prove. That was a new tire year. So that was the first year they'd gone from Goodyears to Hoosier. So it was a clean slate for everybody, which was huge for us. So I think if we had got paired the year before and came in and tried to beat Donnie and Ricky on a notebook that they had for the last, I think we had Goodyears for 3 years, and then before that was a different Hoosier tire. But having a new tire rule that year was with a clean slate, basically wiped everybody, to equal playing ground. And honestly, I feel very I guess I'm proud that we beat Donnie and Ricky in their prime. I mean, yes, it was a clean slate. Everybody had to start over. We didn't just come in and try to pick up where years that they had built stuff together on, but we were able to beat them together when both of them were at their best. And so I love it when they change the rules. I mean, everybody wants to argue about rules, and I get it, but sometimes a clean slate just kind of really, creates a new environment, and gives everybody a chance to kind of catch up a little bit and just start over and see who could pick it up the quickest.